In a previous video, I was testing a tram intersection and ran into a problem where the trams were constantly blocked by a red light at the intersection. I managed to fix that problem. Still not really sure what was wrong with it, but I guess it doesn't matter as long as there's a way to fix it. In this video, I'll show you what I did in order to fix the problem. As soon as this route loads, so far I've been waiting for like 2 or 3 minutes. Man, this game is slow. You'd think that having a Windows 8 computer would make it faster, but it's just as slow as it was when I had Windows 7. Okay, it finally loaded. Now let's go back to the problemed intersection. Not this one. This is the one I recently built. Okay. The line facing this way was the only one having a trouble. When the light turned, right now it says stop because that light isn't green right now. But when this one turned red and this one was supposed to turn green, it said line ahead is in use by another train because there was a train over here. So, right now, hold on. It's still saying stop for some reason. Okay, line ahead is occupied by another train. It's still saying that. Well, I tried. So basically what I did was I moved this train up the line so I wouldn't be blocking the line anymore. And it still said line ahead is occupied by another train after that, as you can see. What I did was I deleted this one and put another one in its place, giving it the exact same directions, and it started working. But right now it seems like it stopped working again. The only one that won't work too. I don't get it. These two work just fine, but this one doesn't want to tell the train that it can go through the intersection. Now, the only thing it does properly is tell it when the light is red and it has to stop. Oh, speaking of which, this is the Siemens Convino, and I have one problem with it. It won't save the destination sign. When I change the destination sign and then save the route, it doesn't keep it. It just goes back to the blank logo when I get back to the route. I have another Siemens Convino that has a working destination sign, but this one keeps going back to blank. Okay, since this tram stopper is still having the same problem it had earlier, I'm going to delete it and give it the exact same directions and see if that fixes it. Okay, delete, put another one up there, put it up for the same channel, same route, route 2, do not force go on green. Now, okay, now I'm going to test the route and see if it's working. First I gotta save it. Man, saving takes so long. Okay, still saving. Let me just pause this. Okay, finished saving. Now Control F2 to go straight to the route and start driving. Now I just have to wait for it to load. Loading driver. What type of train is this guy driving that you would have to look out the window? Probably a steam locomotive. It's the only locomotive I can think of where that's actually necessary. And only... Okay, looks like this is going to take a while to load, so I'll just pause this. Okay. I think it's almost finished loading. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm going to drive the PESA 122NA. Yep, that's the right one. I wish it wouldn't start the camera facing the wrong way, because now I have to turn it around, and it's usually really hard to do that when the route is skipping, which it always does on this computer. Okay, riding inside the tram. Okay, we had to stop because that left turn signal is operating, but now it's red, so it should let us through. If it doesn't, there's something wrong. Okay, and now it's working. Is it going to stop like it should, or is it going to... Well, I have the feeling it's going to stop before it gets to the end of the platform. Yep, it stopped before it got to the end of the platform. Let's see how much of the train actually made it in the station. Well, the last car didn't make it all the way into the platform, did it? But the door still opened anyway. That's weird. I find it weird that the cab unit is the one with the pantograph. Usually in trams, the middle unit has one. Why is that train in front of me not moving? It makes sense that this one isn't moving because... It makes sense that this tram right here isn't moving. Okay, now it's moving. The light for that one just turned green, so it's going to cross the intersection. It doesn't look like my tram's going to go anywhere anytime soon. Probably waiting for track clearance. When you make the drivers go to stations automatically, they're not going to go unless the entire track is clear from here all the way to the station. It doesn't make sense to me. They should just keep going until they get to a red light and then wait for track clearance there, because it really creates a bottleneck of traffic when it waits right here. I mean, another train could be using this station right now, but it can't because this train doesn't want to go anywhere. You could just keep going until he gets to that signal over there. Oops, I dropped the mouse. What happened? All the sound went away. And the game's not moving at all. Okay, now it's working again. Come on now, I really want to get to the next intersection and test that one too. Well, while I'm waiting, let's see what the horn in this tram sounds like. It's not really much of a horn, it's actually a bell. I don't think any trams have actual horns on them. Just bells. What happens when you press the bell button? Oh, it just rings the bell longer. And it's louder. Hey look, here comes another tram called the Tramino. It's operated by the company Solaris, which is a family-owned business in Poland. According to Wikipedia, anyway. The only thing I don't like about this tram is that it never stops all the way into the station. It always stops in the middle. It's like it doesn't even know where the end of the platform is. Of course, I wouldn't have this trouble in real life because in real life someone would actually be driving the train. This game is very slow. Look at how jumpy the animation is. And look at that, it stops in the exact middle of the platform again. If you wanted to get in on the last car, you're gonna have to get in the middle car and then walk to your seat. It's not FedEx. Oh yeah, I forgot. This tram has a really terrible sound glitch, the one I'm riding, where when the doors close, you hear that exact same sound of the doors closing repeating itself over and over again. I don't know how to fix it. I'm not really that much of a sound expert. It's not going to stop at all. It's just going to keep repeating. There are other trams in this game that had the exact same glitch. Okay, it looks like the Tramino is about to depart. He still has to wait for the traffic light to change though. The main reason this line is so slow is because all the tram lines service this station. So I have trams from all different railroads trying to use this line. There's not as much bottlenecks on the other lines though. The tram in front of me is still waiting for a track clearance. Might be a while. Hope it's not too long though. If this video gets too long, then my phone's gonna run out of storage. Come on now, start moving. I wonder where the speedometer is on this tram. In fact, where are any of the controls? Okay. I'm pretty sure that this one is the throttle, but it looks a lot like a horn too. Huh. None of the controls tell you what they do, even though in this game they usually do. I guess it's not scripted that way. But how would I know what to do if I was driving this on my own? I'm not really that familiar with foreign technology. I only know how to drive trains that are from America. And a few from Britain. Okay, that tram is departing. Oh man, I can't move the camera back up. It's frozen again. Okay, I was able to almost move it up to where it was. Okay. I think this screen right here is like where the cab signal indications would be. This is probably the speedometer, but it doesn't have a needle to point to the numbers. Well, most trains like this don't really have a speedometer, do they? I mean, the PATH train that connects Newark with World Trade Center has no speedometer. Well, at least that's what one driver told me. Oh, it looks like the tram in front of me started moving too, so I should get a clear signal sooner or later. I should already have one. The next 3 signals or 4 are already cleared. Hey look, there goes a car. Okay, let's start moving, please. I think we got a long wait. In fact, I should probably pause this video until the tram starts moving so it won't take up too much storage on my phone. Okay, I'm unpausing the video to show you another tram that's approaching this station. This one is this one's a slightly older version of the tram I'm driving called the Pesa, or at least that's the name of the company that made it. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. They're really good at decorating their trams, aren't they? I wish America decorated their trams like this. Oh, this one's another tram with that sound glitch. You can hear the doors opening over and over again. I think by the time this tram departs, I should have a clear signal. That sound glitch is really annoying. In fact, I was even thinking of deleting this sound entirely. If I deleted the sound, I wouldn't have to hear it over and over again. Its warning bell rang like twice. Sounds like it's getting louder. It sounds like there are multiple sounds firing at once. Just get it out of my sight. It's not gonna stop anytime soon, is it? Why does this warning bell ring twice? It's only supposed to ring once. Oops. Actually, doesn't Poland use the metric system? Oh, finally moving. That signal, you probably can't read it, but it says clear. I can read it because it's a New Jersey Transit signal. This one also says clear. It's also used on the Pennsylvania Railroad. And that one's clear too. They're probably all gonna say clear until I get to the station. That one's clear. The tram gets really quiet when it gets to its top gear. This tram is actually kind of loud. I'm not sure if I would want one of these in my city. Or at least I wouldn't want it operating where people would be sleeping nearby. Okay, we're now approaching the next station. What did I name this one? I think I named it Transfer Station because most of the lines stop here, so it makes a good transfer. Okay, we're approaching the second traffic light that I'm testing, and the second one that I built. It's skipping. I only pressed the button one time, now it's skipping. This signal says approach. Yeah, yellow on top of red, that's approach. Is that the Siemens Combino? Oh wait, no, I think that's the Tramino. Yeah. This game is really skipping. Well, at least he stopped all the way at the end of the station this time. And there we go again with the sound glitch. Which tram signal is gonna be let through first? Will it be that of the Tramino or of my tram? Do we have clearance? Apparently not. Well, if we don't, then who does? I'm gonna get rid of those arrows telling which way the switch is pointing later on. They're just here for the test right now, so I can make sure they're facing the right way. When all the testing's finished, the arrows are gonna disappear. Okay. He's waiting for this light over here to turn red. Part of me thinks I should have made the left turn signal a separate route. But if I did that, you'd still be able to turn left at the green light. Unless I put a sign up there that said left on arrow only. Oh wait, I forgot. This is supposed to be taking place in Poland. What type of sign did they use at traffic lights in Poland? I have no idea. Okay, after we go through this intersection, that tram's gonna go through next. If everything's working, that is. If it's not, then he's gonna stay stuck there. I have the feeling that he's going to skip this station by accident. Look how fast he's going, 19 miles per hour. You're going way, and he's still accelerating. What are you doing? He's gonna skip the station, isn't he? Okay, note to self. You give the tram a clear signal into the station, he's going to skip it. Well, he actually managed to stop, but the first car is outside the platform. And I don't think the door is open for it either. No, actually, I think they did. Actually, yeah, the doors did open, which means this tram is confused as to where the platform starts and where it ends. It thinks that's part of the platform. Well, I guess that sort of glitch happens in real life. I once saw the doors open on a New Jersey Transit train car that was not in the platform at all. Well, this is the end of the test. The traffic lights are working now.